Alright, we'll do a quick warm up. Find your neutral stance, whatever it is. Hey. Let's go with 10 squats. Ready? Here we go. Ooh. Lengthen those muscles. Knock the dust off. Ooh, yeah. Yep. A little stiff this morning.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Ooh. Alright, standing in place. You can use the wall if you want. Let's do a little hip flexor, quad stretch here. Okay, and then jumping jacks. 10 jumping jacks, 10 seal jacks. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Seal jacks. Let's do our glute hip stretch here. So figure 4 out front. We'll alternate for 12. Three more. Oh, okay. One more set of wide squats this time. Wide squats, 10. Here we go. We feel a little stretch. A little hip and groin mobility. Excuse me. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with 40 seconds of deadlifts. And then after the deadlifts, we're going to do crouch plus a front raise. Okay, so deadlift. You're going to grab your dumbbells. We'll do our deadlift for 40 seconds, right? Alright, then we'll set those down. We'll grab our resistance bands. And then we're going to do a crouch to a front raise. So we'll need those bands. And then after that, we'll do another series of some other stuff. But let's start with those two. My dumbbells are still cold. I should have brought them in. And throw some gloves on.
You just grabbed them?
Yeah. I was like, last night I was like, oh, I should definitely bring those in so they're nice and warm. And I didn't because it was cold outside.
Yep. I hear ya.
Alright, let's do 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Dumbbell deadlift. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Tip dipping at the waist, slight bend in the knees. We got great posture through the spine. Kind of sticking out your chest a little bit. Pulling through the hamstrings, a little squeeze in the glutes at the top.
I can feel that from the other day.
Yeah, everything's a little tight. A little bit sore, not too bad. About 20 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Excellent. We'll set those down. Grab your resistance band. It doesn't have to be anything crazy heavy. We're going to do 20 seconds each. A crouch on one leg to a front raise. So I'm going to go my thumbs up grip on the end of my band. I'm going to find the middle of my foot with the middle of the band. You're going to crouch. So front foot forward, front foot forward, the one with the band on it. Back foot, the toes down, and the heel is up, right? So we're going to crouch down on that leg, right? And we're going to stand up and front raise. So from the side here, back foot just on the toe. Your stride it's not super long. It's not a lunge, right? It's a crouch. So you're going to crouch down, stand up, front raise. We'll do 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. One crouch, one raise. When you raise, make sure you end that crouch in your tallest posture possible. Three, 2, 1. Make the quick transition to the other leg here. Get set. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. One crouch, one raise. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Alright, we'll go do some band work now. So, we're going to throw the band just above the knee. So you got one of your hip bands are going to work best.
Are we laying down? No.
What's that?
We're not laying down.
No, we're not laying down. It's all going to be standing. I'm going to grab a variety here. It'll be, I believe it's 4 moves. We'll do one at a time. Alright, so with the band on, let me just show you real quick. You're going to start with your feet together. You're going to step out into a squat and then step back into your feet together position. Now they can't be all the way together because otherwise the band will slide down. But you're going to, from about shoulder width so the band stays tight, step out into that squat, step back. Step out, step back. Yeah, you got it.
You think I need a tighter one than the green?
Well, is the green the lightest one?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do it like 3 or 4 times, not all in a row, but
Okay.
so if that one's too easy, you'll know, and then the next time you can jump up. So there's the first movement, and it's just gonna be an easy 20 seconds. Then we're gonna run in place and tap the foot out to the side, so with the band still above the knees, we're gonna run in place,
Okay.
and then we'll hop over, do the same thing on the other side. And then a jump squat. All with the band on. And then the last one, we're going to do lateral walk. So you're not going to have a ton of room, but if you can get a few steps going one way, a few steps going back. So all on the hips. get us a good timer going here. 20 seconds of work. It'll take about 10 seconds between. It's 5. Alright, we'll start in 10 seconds. First, the step out and squat. Step out and squat. Alternate sides. Ready? Here we go. Three, two, one. Good. Alright, so now we're going to run in place. Right? Tap the foot. It's like if you were to draw a line, tap one side, tap the other. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Tap, tap, tap. Feel the burn. Feel the sizzle. Glutes, hips, glutes, hips. Woo. 4. And good. You don't have to step over, but I'm going to slide over just a little bit here. And we're doing that on the other leg. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stop. Oh man. It burns. Ooh. I think I got to use a lighter band. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, alright. Jump squat. Would you stop? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Tap in the middle. Jump out into a semi-wide squat. Oh, feel the burn. Feel the burn. 3, 2, 1. And then our last one, ankle walks, or not ankle walks, lateral walks. A few steps one way, a few steps back. Show me your athletic stance. Here we go. Right, so stay slightly bent over, pushing from the hips. Just going back and forth here. A few steps one way, a few steps back. And finish. Woo! Was that too easy for the green?
No, I think it's good actually.
Yeah, because it builds up, right? That sizzle.
Yeah, and also my knees are just a little bit sore.
Are they?
So I just don't want to.
Sore from just general leg stuff?
I don't know, I guess.
Alright, we'll take a... No, that is not a toy. No. Take a little breather here.
So get this.
So I guess we'll call it round 2. Round 2. Deadlifts. Same move there. Then we'll crouch with a lateral raise.
Okay.
40 seconds and then 20-20. And ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 40 seconds of deadlifts. A lot of different things you can do here. You can go short. You can go deep. You can go light and fast. You could go heavy and slow. Focus though definitely on the hamstrings and glutes, maintaining that immaculate posture as we go down. About 10 seconds. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Good length through the hamstrings. 3, 2, 1. Switch to your band. Choose a foot. Get that band set underneath that foot with equal resistance on each side of that band. so crouch, lateral raise at the top. Make sure you posture up, right? So after your crouch, you're up tall, shoulders back, chest proud, and then you do your lateral raise from there, as opposed to, you know, we're not staying bent over. When it comes set all the way up, lateral raise. 20 seconds each foot. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. One crouch, one raise. Little shoulder work here, little hips, quads, and stability. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch feet. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Trying to get some real good depth in that crouch while maintaining that nice solid, that nice solid spine. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get those bands on the ankle, above the knee again. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter because that was intense last time. See how this feels. Oh, that's too light. Alright, step out into a lateral squat. We'll alternate sides. 5 sets of 20 seconds. Okay. Nice stance. Alternate squats. Ready? Here we go. Step out. Big squat. Bring the feet together. Drive those knees out a little bit when you squat. So you're fighting that band tension. Three, 2, 1. Good. Alright, foot taps. Foot taps. Run in place. Tap the foot. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Five seconds. Oh, good. Now we'll go the other side. Other side. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to keep the heart rate up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Running in place. Moving those arms a little bit. Tapping that foot. Left. Left. Drive it out using the hips. 3, 2, 1. Jump squat. Jump squat. Tap in the middle. Jump out into your squat. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 7 seconds. Bringing the heat now. Starting to feel it. And relax. Alright, athletic stance. Lateral walks back and forth. Few steps one way, few steps the other. Here we go.
Oh, 3?
Yeah, well, however many you can fit in your space. Five seconds. Finish those glutes off. And relax. Woo. Woo.
Oh.
Alright, another break here. So with that, we're gonna do a dumbbell swing. So with that, I got a heavier one out here. You don't have to. I'm gonna give you a few options though. So if you got a heavier one, that's good. You grab it by the head of the dumbbell, right? You can swing it just like you're doing a kettlebell swing. Just be a little cautious, right? It's harder to grip. If you don't have that, you could still use 2 dumbbells if you want and swing them between the legs. If that's too hard, you can still go with 1, but just use your lighter weight. And that's fine because we're going to do it for 40 seconds, so.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to use my 15.
Yeah, you can just use the light one if you want, but if you want a little extra challenge in there, you can go a little bit heavier. But we'll start with that, and then we'll go to the next ones. Alright, and 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, there we go. So you only need to go about chest or shoulder high. If you have a light one, you could probably go a little higher if you want, but it's more about what's happening in the hips and the hamstrings, right? You're pushing those hips forward, or pushing them back, pushing them forward, back, forward, back, forward. Using the hamstrings to drive the hips forward. Keep the arms straight, right? Keep a good grip on the head of that dumbbell. Keep the back straight as well. Keep going, keep going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice. After doing all those deadlifts, you should totally feel that, right? Totally. Whew. Alright, I'll slide that off to the side. So we're going to set up like we're doing our crouch band work, but we're not going to crouch. I'm just going to use 1 foot, right, like you're setting up. Then slightly bend over. I'm doing a thumbs up grip again on the band. Slightly bend over, and I'm just going to stay here. Do what you want to do. And turn around. Slightly bend over. This hamstring and glute, right, needs to be engaged because that's what's supporting your torso from tipping over. Okay, so that front leg, feel the hamstring, feel the glute, give it a little squeeze, and then we're going to do 20 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So you're slightly going. You don't really go to the rear, but because we're bent over a little bit, we'll call it a half bent over rear fly. And you'll feel that as you're working those reps, that leg, right? It's getting a little juice in there, right? A little juice. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're gonna switch sides here. Switch sides. Get set. Slightly bent over. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Is the juice worth the squeeze? I say it is. Keep squeezing. Keep driving those hands out to the side. Upper back's getting a lot of work here. Traps, shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Good. Not very many reps. It's alright. Ooh. Okay, last side we do the band series. So, bands above the knee. Five movements, 20 seconds each. Starting with our lateral step out into the squat. Lateral step out into squat. Make sure you drive the knees out when you squat. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice, you got it. Try to sink into those hips. And then, yeah, get that lateral push on those knees. Increasing your glute performance. Relax. Alright, this is our run in place foot tap. So let's start running in place. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep those arms moving, right? We want to get the full body involved. Not only is that glute working, but you know, your core, just like when you run, your core is involved a little bit. Arms. We're going to get that heart rate up too. 3, 2, 1. Keep running. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Drive. Glutes. Hands are pumping. Heart is burning. 5, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Jump squat, tap in the middle. 2 more movements left. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep moving. You got it. Keep moving. And good. Alright, lateral walks. Few steps one way, few steps the other. Whatever you can, fill your space. And here we go. Last one. And relax. Oh gosh. That was rough. Alright, we're going to hit the ground, so you want to set up your mat. We're going to alternate between a plank position and on our back position. So you're going to want 1 dumbbell on your mat. That's all we need. 1 dumbbell. Alright, this one we're going to do 25 seconds with each movement. We're going to go 25 on the plank, 25 on the back, and then we'll do it again, 25, 25. We'll take a break, let the core regain its composure, and then we'll do it again. 25, 25, 25, 25. We'll take about...
Just a regular plank, right?
Well, we're gonna do a plank pull through. So we're gonna pull that dumbbell side to side.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna start this way, then we'll flip over on the back. So just a quick preview before we start. You're gonna turn the dumbbell sideways, and you're just gonna, from the hands, feet are wide, hips are down, right? You're just gonna slide that dumbbell left to right, maybe a foot, right? So I would say just you can keep it within the confines of the mat. You're just gonna move it a little bit. Now when you do that, make sure you reach under, you grab, and you pull it the other side. Right? I've seen people do it the other way where they grab and they push the dumbbell. Not quite as efficient and not quite as effective on the core. So reach under, pull the dumbbell, reset, reach, pull, reset. You can lift the dumbbell off the mat, that's fine. You don't have to drag it across the mat. So there's our first one. Then a familiar move, it's probably been a while since we've done it. Alternating single leg kicks. So you're in a Y, hands are in a Y, nice and high overhead. Your head is off the ground. You kick up one leg and you reach with the opposite hand. Try to touch the toe, come back down. Now when you do that, you want to make sure that you lift that shoulder and lift the head and chest off the ground, right? So you're high, rather than just leaving it down and moving the arm. That's not going to do anything. Right? We got to reach. Whew. So 25, 25, 25, 25. Take a break. We'll take like 15 seconds between. So it's going to get tough, especially near that second round. We'll do it twice. We'll start in 10 seconds. Well, I'll start when you're ready. Alright, 7 seconds. Hands, feet wide, and 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now you don't have to slide that dumbbell very far. Like I said, just left to right, about a foot, maybe 18 inches. Keep it within the mat if you want. Squeeze those obliques. Minimize your hip sway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Alright, flip it over. Quick flip, quick flip. Alternate single leg kicks in 7 seconds. Hands out in a Y. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reach up high. Head, shoulders, chest. Get it off the ground. Keep those hands above your head as opposed to out to the sides, above your head.
Oh, above my head?
Yeah, relax. Well, I'm going to pause it here. So, should be like here, like in a Y. And they shouldn't touch the ground, right? So they're floating up in the air. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, so that way your core, even when you're down on the bottom, your core is still engaged. Alright, flip over. Back to plank dumbbell pull through. We got 12 seconds. Set up the same. Hands on the ground. Dumbbell underneath the arm. Wide feet. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring the heat. Five seconds. And relax. Oh, yeah, that's tough. Alright. Back on your back. Hands out above in a Y. Off the ground. Head is up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. There you go. That's it. You got it, Jen. Keep pumping. 8 seconds. And relax. Ooh, that was fun.
That's hard.
Alright, I'm going to set us about a minute here. And then we'll do it one more time and then we're done. So, hydrate, coffee, whatever you want. I started a calorie deficit to prepare for Cancun.
Oh yeah? Are you using Fitness Pal?
Yeah, that's the easiest way, in my opinion. I'll track my calories for like 3 or 4 days to get an idea of what's good meals and like where I stand, and then usually that sets me in the right direction.
So you'll just set up like 2,000 calories or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I shoot. I like 2,100, and if that's too high, then I'll lower it. But the best thing is just tracking what you eat through the whole day. Even if you're not setting a goal, just being aware of like what calories are and what types of foods, and you're like, oh hey, that meal, which was fine, which was definitely satiating, only had this many calories, but this meal, which was also good, but had double or triple the amount of calories.
So how do you just like eat and then plug it in?
I usually plug it in like as I'm as I'm cooking it, most stuff I know, like, okay, that's about a cup of this, or 4 ounces of that, because I've been doing it for, I've done it many times. But
so like, because I get like hung up, and maybe this is just more of like a faster way thing, like with the Fitness Pal, like if I, maybe I eat something and I plug it in, and then I'm like, oh crap, I still have like 50 fat grams to get in today, but like my carbs are pretty much done and my protein is done or something.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
if you're trying to hit a calorie deficit, then not hitting your fat goal in terms of like getting underneath it, that's a win. Now, I wouldn't say the same thing for protein though.
Yeah.
Because protein, you definitely want to get your minimum whatever they assign you, because that's going to be part of like rebuilding all your muscles and your other cellular processes and stuff like that. But fat's loaded. Fat is 9 calories per gram of fat. So if you're under by 20 grams of fat, you do the math. That's like 200 calories or whatever, 180.
So you don't necessarily worry so much about the macros as opposed to just making sure you're hitting calories.
Protein, and then everything else is kind of is whatever. Yeah, I'm calories as a whole, paying attention to my protein intake, and then my fat or my calories and fat. They'll flip flop.
You mean your carbs?
Carbs and fat. Sorry, carbs and fat.
So but you try to keep it under that number, or you just don't worry about it?
Like setting a gram rating on my fat and carbs.
No, I just mean like if you're like I found that the only way that I was super successful on that program is if I planned out everything beforehand in order to hit all my macros.
Oh no! So I got an idea. Again, I have an idea of like what nutrients are in what foods.
Yeah.
So if I'm like low on protein, it's like, all right, well I'm gonna double up on my white chicken, on my frozen chicken breast, or my sirloin steak, or whatever lean cuts of meat, or not enough protein. Okay, well I'll just throw a scoop of protein in a glass of milk or whatever, and there's 30 grams.
Yeah.
So I always got protein, powders and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I tend to go over on fat is my big one, because like eggs have I got fat. You eat a breakfast with breakfast meat in it, bacon or sausage, and you're like, okay, I got a good amount of protein, but I also got a ton of fat in there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anything, my fats are usually a little bit higher than they should be, and everything else is fine.
How much calories do you cut? Do you just know that if you're taking in 2,100, that's like you'll get where you want to be? I start
with that 2,100, and then I track my weight for a couple weeks, and watch it. What way it's trending.
Yeah.
Usually cut like at the beginning. Usually you lose a couple pounds like right away, because you've cut out a lot of junk. And then after that, and it kind of trends. And then if it starts to plateau, then it's like, all right, I'll go to 1,900. So on and so forth. And you kind of got to do that, because I don't want to call it metabolic adaptation, but your body will adapt to a lower intake of calories, and your general processes will be your general like body processes, whether it's like you're moving, you're like, oh, I got all this energy because you're in a caloric surplus. Once you take that down, your body will be like a little more chill, we'll say.
Yeah.
In its caloric expenditure. So you got to constantly you got to bump it a little bit.
Yeah.
Until you reach your goal, right? Then
what
things.
Are you just trying to lose like 5 pounds, or are you trying to?
Well, I don't want to put a number on the scale, but I'm using that to track like which direction I'm going. It's more of like a look and feel, I guess.
I see.
But that's the best way for me. I watch the numbers on the scale go down, but I'm not like, okay, when I get to 180, that's my goal. It's like, no, I'm watching those as my progress, but I'm looking at what I see.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Because I'm not going to be like, I can't be building more muscle and be in a caloric deficit. At my stage, it's not going to work. Somebody who's undertrained could do that, could build muscle and lose fat simultaneously.
Yeah.
But a lot harder when you get up to the higher levels. All right, you want to do one more round?
You know, real quick,
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you, I had a friend that told me about this scale on Amazon. I ordered it.
Okay.
That tells you all the stuff that the InBody tells you.
Right. Yeah, I've seen those.
So I'm gonna do that instead because it's $20.
That's it?
I can do it over and over.
That's cheap. Normally those would cost a lot more than that. Is it effective? Has it got good ratings? That's gonna be your key.
Well, I have a couple friends that are using them.
Okay.
And I can send you the link, and you can tell me what you think from a trainer perspective.
Let me check it out. Because we have a Fitbit scale that does that, and it's okay. It gives you a general idea, but it's not like super accurate.
Okay.
But having a general idea is better than not knowing anything ever. So.
Well, I guess depending on I ordered it, but if it's like if it's not accurate, then I'll still do the InBody like at some point.
Right. Yeah. You can pop in.
Sure. I'm okay if it's like in general.
Yeah, I would you can use that scale, once a week or I wouldn't get on it every day, but if you get on it once a week, like a Monday morning, or choose a day, exact time every week, and do it like that. That'll be a more effective way to track your progress rather than doing a once a month.
Yeah.
And then if you want to, one time a quarter or whatever, you could come into MVP or whatever.
Yeah. That would be good. Although it would really suck if I was like, oh yeah, look at it, all these numbers are down, then I go on the MVP one and it's like.
Well, it's not going to be that far off, but yeah, you're right. It'll show you different results because it uses a different mechanism, and it's a little more in depth because it's got the 4-prong. It does hands and feet, so it's going to be more accurate.
Right. Well, this one was $25, and then minus they had a coupon for $3 on Amazon. So
yeah, I would like to have one at home like that too, because when I get to MVP, it's already in the day, and I'm like, it's not a good time to weigh. I've eaten something, maybe I've drank some coffee and stuff. It's not accurate, as in if I could wake up, pop on it real quick, and then and then go about my day.
Right.
I don't think they would like me stripping down naked in that room to get my accurate weight.
Well, then you're already at work, and now you got to eat, and it's...
Yeah, right. So it's not... I'm not going to make an extra trip there just to get early morning weigh-in. So. All right, one more round?
Okay. Wait, do we...
Just those two, the plank pull-through and the single leg kick.
I signed up. Oh, did you ever figure out for the veterans thing, the vaccination thing? Didn't we kind of talk?
Yeah, they gave me the tetanus and the flu, and I totally forgot to ask about the COVID thing. I doubt they're doing it for regular people. They didn't even talk about it. So.
Yeah.
But I think I'll be going back there again. I'm gonna go see a physical therapist about the leg, and then.
Did you go to the appointment?
What's that?
Did you go to that appointment?
Yeah, so I'm going to go see a physical therapist. They're going to give me a little analysis or whatever, take me through some stuff.
Are you okay? I mean, did you have x-rays and all that?
No, I didn't. He kind of brushed it off as a muscle thing, and it's very possible that it could be, but it doesn't feel like that, so I'll go see a PT and then let him, he's the professional, so he'll give me a better idea of what could be happening.
Okay. I signed up through, I have my chart on Spectrum, and I went through and filled out the stuff that I was wanting to take the vaccination when it's available.
Yeah.
And they sent me a text yesterday and said, we don't have any available right now, but we want to let you know you're on our list, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, awesome.
Is it? Yeah. So maybe I should just do that, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, plank pull through and alt single leg kicks. 25 each for 2 rounds. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 10 seconds. Now the first one's never that bad. I mean, it's tough, but the sizzle and burn hasn't come yet. Alright, relax on your back. Arms overhead, off the ground, head is up. 3, 2, 1, here we go. And relax. Nice work. Flip it over. Ooh. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Last time here. Make sure your feet are wide. Just sliding that back and forth on the mat. Engaging those obliques. Maintaining that good straight uniform line from the shoulders to the heels. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Alright, last one here, last one. Hey, hold on. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep bringing it. Keep kicking that leg up. Keep reaching high. Keep those arms off the ground. The core is almost toast. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Oh, done.
Oh yeah, I kind of tuned out on that last one. My arms were on the ground.
Oh my goodness. Start over.